Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Baller with the Mic podcast with your host, Peter Isa. Alright, today we'll be talking about the 3 steps to financial breakthrough according to Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. 3 steps. You'll be like, 3 steps? You mean I could be financially stable with just 3 steps? Yeah, I think those steps are good enough to get you stable financially, but they will not keep you, but they will take you there. To keep you, that's a different topic. You have to learn different laws, different keys. But for now, if you want to be financially stable, there are 3 steps. And every successful business on earth applied those 3 principles. Yeah, every. So the world, adopts to God's principle and, they try to take God out of it. So today I will share with you the 3 steps to financial breakthrough, Alright. Dive with me to the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28. Genesis, chapter 1, verse 28. And I read, "And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." Alright, let's dive right into it, okay? Before God asks you to do something, He must have given you the ability to do it. So God can never ask you something that He haven't placed inside of you the ability to do it. We can see God first of all blessed them before He asks or make a demand of them. He first of all blesses them. I'm just saying, sorry for digressing. Alright, He said, be fruitful. Alright, now a fruit is a strange thing. What is a fruit? A fruit is a living organism that has its own seed in itself. Its own future is in itself. Notice that God didn't say, He didn't say, be seedful. No, He didn't say you should be seedful. Why? Because the seed is already there. So if a seed is there, what is left is for the seed to become. And after it has become a tree, it bears fruit. That is why He didn't say, do fruitful. No, He said, be fruitful. So there's a process that you have to undergo. Alright. Be fruitful. What does that mean? It means you should produce a product. You should produce something. Produce a service. Produce an idea that meets the demands or solve the problem of someone. Yes, be fruitful means you should bear a fruit. You have an idea. There's this solution that is inside of you that God placed inside of you that can solve someone else's problem. So God is saying, search within you. I have already placed the seed in you. All you have to do is become that tree, and then you bear the fruit. Be fruitful. It means you should produce something. Just produce something. Alright. Be fruitful. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply. Alright. After you've produced this idea, or you've produced this product that meets or solve the demand or the problem of another person, what you're supposed to do is reproduce it. It's just like this pen right here. The producer produced a single one like this, and then what he did again is he reproduced another pen that looks exactly like this. You multiply it. To multiply means to produce again. It's the same pen, but it's being multiplied numerously. So that idea you have, that product which you produce, you should multiply it. What do I mean by that? You should reproduce it. Reproduce it. Alright, that's point number 2. Point number 1, produce something. And remember, you produce according to the seed that God has placed inside of you. And we have different kind of seeds, right? Alright, we have mango seed. We have corn seed. And you don't expect a corn seed and a mango seed that were planted the same season to grow the same season and bear fruit the same season. Now you gotta understand, because sometimes you might have a mango seed in you and your neighbor is having a corn seed. Now you looking at your neighbor who just planted his corn the same day you planted your mango seed. His corn has sprouted, grown up, and started bearing fruit. Now you feel like something is wrong. You feel like you're not doing the right thing. Now, everybody has a different seed. Okay? So you should be patient for yours. I'm just saying. Because everybody will not have the same harvest. Although you plant the same season, you won't harvest the same season because of the seed. So you gotta discern which kind of seed is in you. Is it the corn or is it the mango? So you wouldn't, miss it. Alright. Point number 1, produce something. And remember, before God asks you to produce something, He has already blessed you. He has already given you the capacity to produce that which He's asking of you. Produce something. After you've produced something, you reproduce the same thing. That's law number 2. You reproduce it. Alright, let's check out point number 3. Okay, the key number 3 to financial breakthrough. Alright. God blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish. Alright, check this out. I love this part. To replenish simply means to distribute. You distribute. Going back to this pen again. This pen was not produced here where I live. No. The headquarters or the company that produced this pen right here is not in the state I live. It's in a different state. But this pen got to me because they distributed it. Alright, check this out. No matter how good your idea is, no matter how great the product you've produced is, no matter how many you've multiplied them, if you don't distribute them, you're limiting, your reward. Yes, you're limiting it. Alright, let's say I produce this pen in my house, and then I reproduce it in my house, and I didn't distribute it. The only people that can benefit from this pen are the people in my house. And let's say I have just 5 people: my mom, my dad, and my siblings. So I will receive the reward of 5 people. And guess what? If I distribute this pen, how many million people are in this country? Let's just say in this country. So I'm going to receive the reward of 1 million people. So when you distribute your multiplied product, you get more reward. You get more reward. And guess what? I believe having enough is not enough. This is why I said it. If I have enough to meet my needs, definitely somebody is going to come with his or her need, wanting me to help out. And if I cannot help out, I will feel bad. Imagine all I need is $50. I just need $50 and I got it. And then someone just comes to me in need of $100, or maybe or even less, or $20. and all I have is what can sustain me and cannot sustain someone, I'll feel bad. I can't help. So having enough is not really enough, but having abundant, yeah, I think it's great, because now I can meet your need. I can meet someone's need, someone who's in need. I can help. So you can only get abundance. You can get abundant reward when you distribute. You've produced something, you've reproduced it, and then you distribute it. Alright, let me give an example with McDonald's. Yeah, I know. You must have heard that name, right? McDonald's. Alright. The headquarters is in California. Chicago, okay? Headquarters, Chicago, not California. I don't know. California, my mouth. Alright. The headquarters is in Chicago, and McDonald's was first founded in 1940 by two brothers. So the first headquarters, the first restaurant was in Chicago. But currently, they have over 4,000 restaurants in over 100 countries. And guess what? They all look the same. They all look the same. They all serve the same. They all taste the same. The same recipe in different countries. When you enter McDonald's in Chicago, and then you come to Africa, Nigeria, and then you enter McDonald's in one of the states, it's just the same. Just the same. They serve the same. They taste the same. And that is why they are one of the best, or the best, probably the leading best fast food in the world. Alright, let me come home to Nigeria. I know you might have, if you live around here, you've heard of Chicken Republic. Yeah, it was first founded in 2004 in Lagos. But currently they're having over 150 branches in Nigeria and Ghana. And guess what? Every McDonald's sorry about it, every Chicken Republic look the same. They look the same. They serve the same. Alright, this is what they do, okay? They got this idea, they got this recipe. Fast food, they have their own different recipe. Now they multiplied the recipe, and then they distributed different branches. They open different branches, and they're making a whole lot of money. Alright, that is McDonald's, that is Chicken Republic. Now, what is the seed that is inside of you? Yes, because it might not be the same as McDonald's. It could be different. Just like I gave an example earlier. Like some are mango seed, some are corn seed, some are maize, some are beans. They have different, they serve different purposes. So my question for you today is, what is that purpose? What is that seed that is inside of you? What is it? Because unless you've discovered that seed, you cannot bear according to that seed. What is that seed inside of you? What is that seed? Because it is in discovering your seed, becoming that tree, and bearing that fruit that you become financially stable. Produce after the seed that is inside of you. Multiply it, reproduce it. And no matter how many times you reproduce it, it is of no use, or should I say, the benefits is limited if you don't distribute it. When you produce and then reproduced and then distribute, guess what will happen? You dominate the market. You dominate the market, and you become financially stable. Like, you'll be financially, you, this is it. That is it. So these are the 3 steps to financial breakthrough: produce, reproduce, distribute. Produce, reproduce it, and then you distribute it. Alright. When you are financially stable, when you have that when you're financially abundantly blessed, because you will, if you definitely follow this principle. It's biblical, and Bible principle never break, they never fail. And every business on earth that succeeded applied this principle. Every. I challenge you to just mention one business that didn't apply it. Comment down below. Just mention the business, like the business. Oh, they did not. Okay, they produced something, but they did not reproduce it, and then they did not distribute it, and they're successful. You don't have it. You don't have it anywhere. So if you can do it, if you can apply these principles, guess what? You will become financially free. So these are the 3 steps to financial breakthrough. And in the meantime and between time, you remain blessed by the best. And I'll see you next Sunday. Thank you.